Yesterday, we told you about extra money being spent on state parks here in Texas. We wanted to know, where is the money going exactly? How is that going to help you? So State Representative Larry Gonzalez out of Round Rock came to Austin to give us an idea. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
And explain to our viewers why this matters to them.
Well, it's significant, right? I mean, I think the most important reason is the state has collected a sporting goods sales tax for many years for the purposes of maintaining and creating new state and city parks. We haven't always, as a legislature, appropriated those funds. So the significance of what we did last session was, for the first time since 2002, is we allocated every single penny that we collected from the sporting goods sales tax. So for the purposes for which it was collected, we spent it.
Why did it take so long to get the money to the parks?
There have been a lot of different reasons. I remember 2011 was a little rough. There were significant budget cuts across the board.
Yes.
But also the legislature used the money to kind of balance our books in certain years. So allocating it now, spending it now is just more honest. And it's more transparent that we spend the money for the purposes for which it was collected. So we're catching up very quickly, but we do have a lot of deferred maintenance on our parks that didn't get funded for a few years, and there's going to be a cost going forward for those purposes as well.
Okay, and are we seeing a lot of money going back into our parks? See, we're talking about city parks as well.
That's exactly right. It isn't just state parks, it is our city parks. The city parks also saw historic funding, so we're looking at maybe upward $13.5 million this year, maybe $17 million next year. Now, those are matching funds, so the cities have to match us on that. But you see such a tremendous return on investment of those city dollars and for the state parks as well. We know that in the cities where there is a park located, the demographic of our park visitor, they got a little disposable income. So what you see is a tremendous amount of money that comes in taxes, and also job creation to any city where there are park systems.
Okay, I see. For the person who's watching at home thinking, you know what, my park down the road, it could use some improvements. You know, we saw some flooding at parks all over the state as well recently, all over Central Texas. How soon can we see those changes and improvements at parks? Very soon?
Well, we started allocating the money last year. For the cities who had a master parks plan in place and were shovel ready, as we say, they've been allocated some of those funds. There's a lot more to go to allocate those funds. Now, you're right, we love the rain, we love the rain, but it did do some significant damage to our parks infrastructure, right? So whether it's bathroom facilities, whether it's piers, whether it's docks, there are some issues in some of our state parks that we need to hurry up and pay for, because number one is the primary concern is the health and safety of the visitor to our parks. So we do have some deferred maintenance that already existed that we're trying to catch up on. And now we've got some additional damage because of the flood. And quite frankly, one reason why our parks take such a hit is they're loved to death. We have so many people coming in, which is a great thing, but a lot of foot traffic also causes some issues as well. So we've got deferred maintenance to pay for in the future as well. But if you want your city to be a part of this conversation, then I would definitely contact your city and make sure that they understand to have a master parks plan in place and to call Parks and Wildlife.
Okay, we see so many people enjoying the parks because I would argue the weather has a lot to do with it.
Absolutely.